All right, ladies and gents, this is how US Navy strikes mine-laying ships in the Strait of Hormuz. This is by channel AI Tele. Yeah, this is becoming a recent development where Iran is attacking cargo ships in Strait of Hormuz. This was channel AI Tele, the latest video, 20 hours or so ago, right? This is interesting because what is US going to do? Like, if Iran just randomly attack ship, it's much harder to defend against that than to attack it. So Iran can easily attack any ship. Again, they can just choose to attack certain ship, and that will spread enough fear that it will stop the movement in Strait of Hormuz, and that will cause a lot of issues when it comes to natural gases and many other things, right? So I don't know what is US's plan is. There must be one. They might be thinking of something, right? I mean, there are 3 carriers there now. Maybe one of the carriers' whole job is going to be like send enough ship and make it into like a command structure. The multiple destroyers, carrier act as a command center, just trying to make sure that any ships comes through, nothing come close with the Aegis system, Patriots being there, right? I don't know. I feel like that might be the case because if pressure rises, people will basically complain to America, like, because of you, this is happening. So America doesn't want that level of pressure. So there must be something in play. But right now, what is US doing? There's a littoral ship right there. Last time the location was somewhere around here. There's a littoral ship here. Littoral ship's job is to mine clearing. So it could be one of those things. It's going to be interesting. Let's do this one.
Hormuz turned into a minefield. While the threats hiding in the water range from your classic, old-school contact mines to highly advanced bottom mines that actually listen for the acoustic signatures of passing vessels, but to enforce a blockade right in the middle of a vital global shipping lane. The IRGC is basically rolling the clock back to World War II attack boats. They're dropping massive anti-ship mines to create a dead zone blockade. So, how do you fight a weapon you can't even see? Well, if you're U.S. Central Command, you don't fight them in the water at all. You use preemptive strikes. The tactical...
All right, Poseidon can clear mines? I thought it was just for submarine. Kind of makes sense, anything underwater, right?
Play here is to take out the mine-laying ships while they're sitting ducks at the dock and completely level the factories storing the munitions. Just look at this battle footage. Here are the mine-laying vessels getting hit by Hellfire missiles long before they ever get the chance to pose a threat. This is Strait of Hormuz. It's a massive global choke point, handling roughly 20% of the world's daily oil supply.
Okay, what I don't understand is, why don't Saudi make support somewhere here? Like, is that not possible? Because if they do that, they don't have to worry about Strait of Hormuz, right? And other countries can kind of use Saudi's route to do that. Only way this is a choke point is because of Iran. Iran can just stop selling oil anyway. Why is this such an important if that's the case? Or is that stupidity? You can't just make a port here. What is it? Like, comment down. I genuinely am surprised by that. Like, why is this the case?
Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps threatening that not even a single leader will reach their enemies. But how do you actually pull that off, especially when your Navy has just lost more than 50 of its prized warships? The answer is simple. You go old school. You bring back World War II style tactics.
What is this? What is this? What was straight in line 4? What was it, like Nissan Skyline? What is this sound? That's not a boat sound. This is straight out of Need for Speed or something.
The Mosquito fleet. Instead of relying on massive, easy-to-target destroyers, the IRGC Navy uses a swarm of fast inshore attack craft. We're talking about incredibly quick, small fiberglass boats, classes like the Ashura, the Turek, and heavily modified Bog Hammer speedboats. But how do these speedboat attack U.S. warship? The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy operates hundreds of small, fast attack craft armed with heavy machine guns, rockets, and anti-ship missiles. The tactic here is simple, but deadly. Instead of trying to fight a U.S. destroyer one-on-one, which they would lose, they deploy dozens of small boats simultaneously from every direction. The goal is to overwhelm the U.S. ship's defensive systems, like the phalanx, by presenting more targets than the ship can track and destroy at once. And they don't stop at military hardware.
But hold up there. I'm pretty sure these destroyers and the whole system can track these boats from far distance away. So any boats traveling anywhere remotely towards these destroyers, wouldn't they just blow it up before even come close? I mean, America can literally say, like, this is the blockade, no small boats better cross here, otherwise we'll blow it up, regardless of if it's military or civilian. We can't know that, so don't cross here. There you go. They can just claim that. Like, how do you overwhelm it? It's not like these destroyers are not literally touching the fucking beach that they're suddenly gonna swarm in. If things are coming from the distance, they can just blow it up.
They actively deploy dual-use craft. To the untrained eye, these look like everyday fishing dhows or commercial trawlers, but underneath, they're secretly outfitted for covered military ops. So how exactly do these tiny boats deploy heavy naval mines? Since they are dedicated, large-scale mine layers, you won't find any high-tech, automated track systems here. Their methods are incredibly low-tech, but in a tight bottleneck like the Strait of Hormuz, they are lethally effective. It usually comes down to the stern drop method. The mines are simply strapped to the back deck of a small boat. Once they get their target coordinates, the crew literally just rolls or pushes these massive explosives right off the stern and into the water. Some of the slightly larger boats might have basic metal rails to help slide them off, but really that's about it. This bare-bones setup is absolutely perfect for hit-and-run tactics. The whole strategy relies on speed and stealth. A small speedboat can dart right into the busy shipping lanes, hide under the cover of darkness, or just blend in with regular civilian traffic. They drop 2 or 3 mines in a matter of seconds and then floor it back to the safety of the Iranian coastline, long before heavy US warships can even get a lock on them. And the weapons themselves. These little boats are tapping into an estimated Iranian stockpile of anywhere from 2,000 to 6,000 devices. They drop everything from simple contact mines, which float near the surface and explode on impact, to advanced bottom mines. Those sink to the shallow seafloor and just wait, patiently listening to detonate the second they detect the acoustic signature of a passing supertanker. How the US is using the preemptive capability destructions to strike the 16 mine-laying ships. This is strategy 1. Instead of waiting for the mines to hit the water, which would force dangerous mine clearance operations right under enemy fire, the US took action first. They struck the vessels before they could even deploy. It's a textbook preemptive denial strategy: destroy the enemy's means of attack before they ever get the chance to use it. Here comes strategy number 2, intelligence coup precision targeting. This strike wasn't a guess. It was the direct result of highly actionable intelligence on Iran's operational plans. The US layered signals intelligence from RC-135, maritime surveillance from P-8 Poseidons, and human intelligence. This allowed them to pinpoint exactly which vessels were the mine layers, where they were parked, and exactly when they were most vulnerable.
I mean, this so far has been a big victory when it comes to intelligence. Let's be honest, everything that has happened since day one is a result of an impeccable intelligence that America had and Israel had. So I won't be surprised if that works here 99%. But like, this is such a, like, delicate thing. Like, any boat can basically have mines in it and just throw it in. Like, some mines will pass through. If you destroy most boats and just still one boat somehow manage to lay the mines, those are enough mines to damage 1 or 2 cargo ships. And that is enough to cause panic that nobody passes through. So essentially, it's choked off. They just have to win once to be successful, while US have to win every single time. Like, even one margin of error is too much.
That brings us to strategy number 3, striking vessels while moored. Most of these targets were actually docked at the time of the attack. Hitting a stationary ship is infinitely easier, safer, and more precise than hunting down a moving target out on the open ocean. Plus, it completely eliminates the risk of a missed shot causing an unintended international incident in a heavily trafficked strait. Strategy number 4 is the dual target doctrine. By hitting both the mine-laying vessels and the mine storage facilities at the exact same time, the operation guaranteed that even if replacement boats were available, there wouldn't be any ordnance left to arm them. It's a layered approach designed to maximize the strategic impact of a single coordinated operation. The US
Strategy called destroy everything strategy. Destroy the boats where the warehouses are, destroy the repairing boats. Destroy the things that repairs the boat. No boat left.
didn't just use one weapon, they threw the entire playbook at the Mosquito fleet. They used Hellfire missiles fired from drones against small boats, and launched long-range cruise missiles from Navy destroyers right off the coast. And to finish the job, heavy strategic command bombers dropped massive 2,000-pound GPS-guided bunker busters to completely wipe out the boats while they were still sitting in their storage facilities.
Ooh. Okay, what is with American bunker buster? They're using bunker buster everywhere. Like sometimes you feel, do you need bunker buster? And America's like, yeah, but we have them. But do you need them? Yeah, but we have them and it's better. Let's just use them. Like, all right.
This is a U.S. Central Command combat footage where a Hellfire missile engaging enemy mine-laying vessels. Pausing on this still image confirms its identity as a Hellfire, a munition frequently deployed from this MQ-9 Reaper drone. This vessel is one of 16 destroyed by this type of munition. It underscores a crucial point. Understanding how these small missiles operate is key to understanding how they turn the tide of a conflict and destroy a small navy with a small drone. Let's take a look inside and see exactly how they fire these missiles. He uses a thumbstick to zoom in on a heat signature, locking onto the target. When he's ready, there's a trigger button just below the joystick. A simple squeeze launches.
What the fuck is this? You played PlayStation, right? Yeah, it's the same thing. What? Yeah, it's the same thing. Look at the joystick. There's a button below it that fires things. Yeah, I remember playing something like that in Call of Duty. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's Call of Duty.
The weapon, guiding it directly to its intended target. These enemy targets firing at the MQ-9 reappear, clearly lit up on the screen, as you can see here. Even for civilians, there are countless
This is real?
to its intended target. These enemy targets firing at the MQ-9 reappear, clearly lit up on the screen, as you can see here.
This is real footage.
Even for civilians, there are countless bad actors targeting our computers, which is why we need a defense mechanism. Just like the
AI Telly's transition are so good nowadays, that really confuses people, right? Go to original video page link and from there support this channel, surfshark.com/AI Telly.
Back guarantee. But how did this small missile could successfully track and hit the speedboat? Let's take a look at Hellfire missile tracking and guidance.
Oh, there you go.
The AGM-114 Hellfire missile is a precision weapon guided either by semi-active laser or millimeter wave radar. This means it can accurately lock onto and follow targets, even ones moving quickly on water, like a speedboat. The MQ-9 Reaper...
What the fuck is with that like coal intake sound and like revving it?
drone uses advanced onboard sensors and targeting pods to continuously track the boat, sending real-time information to the missile after it has been launched. The drone's sophisticated systems can calculate the boat's speed, direction, and maneuvers, allowing the missile's guidance to predict where the boat will be and adjust its flight path to hit the target. Speed and maneuverability matching. Hellfire missiles travel at speeds greater than Mach 1, over 760 miles per hour, 1,225 kilometers per hour, which far...
I think people need to understand that America's technology is so insane. Now, you just need to look at commercial use and you kind of get the idea where they're going. Predictiveness is the future when it comes to American technology, which is kind of terrifying when you realize that all the AI models and everything, predictiveness is what they're trying to get, right? This is near alien shit, predicting what you would do next or what the path something will take at near accuracy. Even video games, look at the graphics cards. Graphics cards frame generations usually predict what's going to happen next, and usually there is no bug. At a level that you'd never find bug, and they're very smooth. That is those anti-latency things are from NVIDIA. This is commercial thing. Imagine military and predictiveness AI model literally predicting or judging from the scenario, where do you think that boat's going to turn? It's just going to predict that it's probably going to be accurate. That is insane. American technology knows your next step before you do, just based on like statistic. That's insane.
Outpaces the speed of the boat. This allows the missile to quickly close the distance and make fine adjustments during its flight to strike a moving target. The missile's guidance system is designed to compensate for evasive maneuvers by tracking the reflected laser or radar signals bouncing off the boat. It continuously adjusts for changes in direction and speed as it hones in on the target. Paired with the MQ-9 Reaper drone's continuous real-time tracking, enable the missile to accurately follow, anticipate, and destroy a fast-moving boat traveling at speeds up to 69 miles per hour, When you add it all up, the US has taken out over 60 warships and submarines in a span of just 10 days. First up is the Joshin. When this Iranian fast attack craft approached a US surface action group, it fired a US-made Harpoon missile, a remnant from pre-revolution armed sails. The US cruiser USS Wainwright successfully evaded it using electronic countermeasures and chaff. The US ships instantly returned fire, sinking the Joshin in what became the world's first ever missile duel between warships.
Here's the ship come, Irish came with the open chest. What? And then distance 5, 6, including aircraft carrier, just standing there like, what? What'd you just say? Sending missile, then up there, they're like, ting. All right, it's our time now. There you go, Tomahawk. Boom. This is insane. This is like somebody from high school saying like, I'm tough, and going to Mike Tyson and say, I'm going to punch you. I think we all know what's going to happen next. Even Mike Tyson knew what's going to happen and he was reluctant, but he still had to like punch. Yeah.
Then came the Sahand. This Iranian frigate sailed out to challenge the US fleet and fired at passing aircraft. The response was immediate. Navy attack jets and the destroyer USS Joseph Strauss swarmed the vessel, pummeling the Sahand with missiles and heavy bombs until it caught fire.
After he was like, oh my God, what was that? I heard something. Did you heard something? It was a missile. It was a missile? Who shot the missile? There's a boat below. Oh, where is the boat? After he was like, I'm not even going to do anything. There are other boats here.
And ultimately sank after its own munitions detonated. Later that same afternoon, a third ship, the Sabalin, tried its luck. The frigate fired a surface-to-air missile at a US jet.
Because we know if it doesn't work twice, third time is a charm. Third time it will definitely work.
The pilot simply dodged the missile, looped right back around, and dropped a 500-pound laser-guided bomb directly down the ship's exhaust.
This is a laser-guided bomb, literally using gravity to fall. This is equivalent of like going on top of your head and throwing a rock down. This is what happened. Oh my God.
Stack. The internal explosion completely crippled the vessel. The overarching goal behind all of this was to secure the Strait of Hormuz, the single most critical choke point for global oil. We make original videos from scratch.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what the strategy is. Wait a minute. Can't you use bunker buster style late fused bomb and drop it inside the Strait of Hormuz once or something? So if there is any mine that it would detonate because of its explosion, or is that too much? That would cause issues. I don't know. But if maybe there are mines there. Okay, I don't know. Drop a late fused bomb inside. Yes, there will be explosion. Water will go way up and down. But maybe if there is any mine there, it will detonate on its own. Can you pull a video game mode like that? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. All right, well, there you go. How US Navy strikes mine-laying ships in the Strait of Hormuz by channel AI Telly. If you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll be really helping out this channel. And yeah, if you want to do any specific reaction, comment down. And I'll see you next time.